purse bingo, which I've never been to. I don't really know what it is, but spending time with my mom. But I hurt my neck. I don't know if I strained a muscle in my neck or if I actually pinched a nerve, because I've also had a 2-day migraine, which the migraine's gone. The migraine is gone, thank God. But my neck is really hurting. And yeah, it just took me longer to get ready. And so now my mom lives about 20 something minutes away from me. But the purse bingo is like 2 minutes down the road from my house, of course. But anyway, she wants to be able to drink wine. It's Sunday, and so I'm going to be her DD or whatever, and it's fine. Blah, blah, and blah. So before we get started on the topic for this car vlog, this beautiful wig, I just reviewed her, and now I'm in natural lighting, and it's even prettier than it was in my regular lights. This is Vanessa Hair's satin, and I got her from Wig Types. It's supposed to be a human hair blend. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But this color is just 30, a straight 30 from the root. And I know a lot of people like the lighter colors, a lot of the people that watch my channel, and me included. I like the 30s, the 27s. So yeah, so I'm really loving her. There's a review up on her already, or maybe not, who knows. I pre-filmed, so if the review is not up and you want to see it, just put that down below. Oh. That could be shedding or could not, because I did pluck a little bit from the part, not much. It is a lace parting wig, which I absolutely love, but blah, blah, and blah. The topic of this video is something that people have asked me about, which is my top favorite wigs. I decided I wanted to do sort of like different series. I'm gonna add some lookbooks to my channel. If you want to see lookbooks, like, you know, like Janet Collection lookbooks, fall wig lookbook, whatever, I'm gonna add a few from taking the clips that I already filmed on stuff and putting them together. But I can film like specific lookbooks, and I will do that if you would like that. Put that down below. And what else? I also am going to start doing more regular, like my top wigs. So maybe like 4 times a year, because I review so many wigs and sometimes they change. And it'll be nice to see like if they change, if they don't change. I'm gonna try and clean my camera. I don't know if that's actually the sun. That could just really just be the sun. So in this video though, someone had asked me what my top wig retailers were, which I already filmed a car vlog on that, and I also have like a Wig 101 wig tips video on that as well. But I thought it should be updated because I have tried other retailers since I filmed that video. So I will also update that periodically if I find new sites that I like or use or whatever. Pretty much the same 3 I always use. Pretty much the same 2 I always use, and I've been consistently doing that. But you can watch that video to find out. And so they also wanted to know, like, what are my top wig companies? And I want to start, like, I have done this before. I've done this video before, and I also think this is something that I should do more regularly because things do change. So in this video, I want to speak specifically to the top wig companies I think are good for beginners, because I don't know that I did a dedicated video to that. I have a little bit of, oh my gosh, there's so much roadkill. I have a huge problem with roadkill. Like, I have a huge problem with, like, seeing animals hurt or animals dying or whatever. But in this video, I wanted to really focus on wig companies that I think are best for beginners. Now, obviously not every wig in their line would be the best for beginners, but overall, I don't think people can go wrong with these wigs if you're new. So let's start with my favorite. Everybody know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know what my top favorite is, and that's gonna be Free Tress Equal. I am in love with a Free Tress Equal wig. I think the best ones for beginners in the Free Tress line are the Free Tress lace parting wig. So it's not a full lace front, you don't have to cut lace off, it's just a lace parting. And I think that, so that's going to be your Valentinos, your Vivas, your Vivias, and most of them in the lace parting begin with V. Not all, because Milani is in that too, but the colors, the textures, I have a whole Free Tress playlist and I have a whole lace parting playlist. So if I remember to put them down below, I will. If not, just comment. For the most part, you know, if you comment, I'll comment back, and I also add the links in. So I just think you can't really go wrong. And that's going to hold true for also Model, which are the same company. They're the same company. So a lot of times if you can't find a certain wig in Free Tress Equal or vice versa, they have a comparable one with each other's lines. The colorings are the same situation. So I do feel like those two, and especially even the price point, you're gonna get even the new Free Tress are still only in that $30 something range. So I feel like you can't go wrong because they're easy to use. They're beginner friendly. I love them. They are definitely some of my absolute favorite wigs, and the price is right. So even if you try one and you don't really like it, like Free Tress Valentino, which is like people's ride or die wig, you can get her for like under $18. So it's not even like a huge investment. That's why I also feel like it's a good option for new people, because it's like not new people, but new to wigs or maybe a little unsure. So Free Tress Equal, Model. I'm getting really into Made Beauty, and I kind of feel like they're similar to Model and Free Tress. The coloring is the same, the textures, the wig types. I would not be surprised if they are all under some kind of parent company, the Shake and Go hair line. I should probably do some research on that. I feel like a wig detective or something. I feel like the same thing. They have a lace parting line, so similar to the Free Tress, so similar to the Model. So all three of those I feel like are great. I am really getting into these Vanessa hair wigs, and I'm not necessarily saying that they're 100% beginner friendly, although I do feel like this one for sure with the lace parting is good. But the other one that I reviewed was Jolita, and the reason I really think that that's a beginner friendly or something that a beginner would want to invest in is because they do. They might be infused with some human hair, because they're very realistic textures. This and the Jolita are very realistic textures. They're different textures, which is also good because not everybody has the same textured hair. So that's where I really feel like they're a way to go. And they all have a huge line of human hair wigs. And so for me, I feel like if a synthetic wig company has a human hair line that's very diverse and popular, I feel like they can bring that sort of human hair want and need and feel to their synthetics. That's just my opinion. I don't wear human hair wigs. I've actually only worn one. I have a whole video on why I prefer synthetics, so we're not going to get into all that. But I'm just saying, if you're someone who like is interested in maybe going the human hair route, but you're not sure, and the price points are a lot more expensive, maybe try some Vanessa hair wigs first, because they're going to give you a similar feel. Now, they're not going to be a full frontal, which means that the lace is ear to ear and all of this is lace. You're not going to have that sort of situation. They do have those, but for human hair wigs, mostly they are a full frontal, or they're a 13x6, or they have like a bigger parting space. And I feel like Jolita did, but I can't remember. I'm reviewing so many wigs at this point. I just remember like wearing her and touching her and thinking, this feels like my real natural curly hair. So I would put that company on the list. I would say also for beginners, you can't really go wrong with Motown Tress. I can never say that. Motown Tress or Bishi, they are the same company, because they have a lot of just like old school favorites, some easy favorites, like Farrah is one of them. I just reviewed a Motown Tress Peppa, and she's similar to this style, and the coloring is so beautiful. They really get these sort of multifaceted blonde-ish mixes. Like they have like chai, and they have like different blondes, and they often use a number 4 root, which I feel like for a lot of people is an issue. They want sort of like an ombre situation. A lot of times any ombre or dark root wig is going to sit between that 1B and 2 range. And for some of us, we just don't have darker hair. So I do like that Motown Tress and Bishi really diversify the roots. And so I think they would be beginner friendly for that reason. And because they've been around so long and they have some staple type, you know, work, play, all kind of different type wigs, you can find a ton of reviews, a ton of tutorials. I have a whole Motown Tress and Bishi playlist of some, and for the most part, they're going to be under the $30 range. Obviously, some of their newer ones aren't. Oh, and Motown Tress is Kim. I absolutely love that wig. It's a longer wig, middle part. I have her in another number 4 color, but it's just like a light wave, leaning towards curlier, but a light wave. And it is so pretty and natural looking and easy to wear. So overall, that's what I would think. I would say if you are a beginner, you couldn't go wrong with Free Tress Equal, Model, Made Beauty, Vanessa Hair, Motown Tress, or Bishi. Oh my gosh, that's the first time I actually said it. If you are, if you agree with that, you know, put that down below. If you have some additions, also put that down below for people who are beginners or maybe just not as familiar or comfortable. And yeah, so those are my companies that I think are really beginner friendly in terms of use, variety, price, and availability. So that's what I have to say to you. I am gonna go pick up my mom and I am drinking my V8 juice. So yeah. If you haven't subscribed, you know you should, obviously, or not obviously if you're not subscribed, but I would love it. I do really put a lot of time and effort into my channel. I really try to make sure I respond to everybody. If you have left me a comment, or especially if you've asked me a question I have not responded, please like post it again or remind me, because it could just be that I use an app to respond to my comments and sometimes I just miss. Often it's a reply. If you've replied to a comment that you haven't received a response to, it's sometimes because the way that it's listed in the app that I use, I don't often see the reply unless I actually click on it. So if you've replied to a comment and I didn't respond, then please just start like a new comment and I will see that and I'll respond. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a super fabulous day, whatever day this is, whatever day you decide that I upload or you're watching or whatever. I hope you have an awesome day. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.